welcome everyone. Welcome. Hello. How are you? Here we are. I'm actually in Arnaaluk. I'm in the underwater sanctuary, the Druid sanctuary. I'm back in the farm district. We were looking at the fact that there wasn't any wheat. Not the durum. We have a fair amount of durum. What we don't have is the animal wheat, the Minecraft wheat. I'm going to change my view. I'm going to get started right away. This is Ayla right here, and Zane is back here, and Zane must be working or something. He's not here yet today, and we'll check. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
There he is. Good. It's nice to see you. Okay, what time of day is it? It is morning, so they're beginning their work. Now, Ayla is just gotten, we just put some people back on. Ayla's actually growing cabbage, and the cabbage is upstairs here. So let me go up for a second, look at the cabbage fields. And sure enough, so she's waiting because that is not ripe yet. See those sparklies? That means it's still growing. And I think that Zane is pulling out the pumpkin, and he's going to start planting wheat here. No, Elsa's pulling out the pumpkin. That means she's waiting for something. What's she waiting for? She's waiting for a farm instrument. Let me see their instruments. What is it? Iron, a stone one, really? And wooden? Really? You're using stone and wooden? Let's add, there is an iron one there, and they can have iron. Do I want to add diamond? Let's add the diamond one. No, 1, 3. Let's just do one diamond, D-I-A-M-O-N-D, and there it is, and we'll do that. So she can have one or the other. There's 3 of those. If you get more food from the higher level, it's probably the best to just go ahead and have the diamond. We do have diamonds, so we can give her that and let her have a better yield. Let's see what Zane's doing. We can do the same with him. Did I just see water? That's what that looked like. Let's come here and look. And sure enough, so let's add diamond, 3, and diamond. And there we are, and there he has it. Okay, and they're just waiting for a courier now to come with their tools. And we don't have any farms back here except for Brentley, and we've gotten kind of low actually on this, and he's growing sugar. We will let him grow one set of bamboo for a while, and we'll just have to be careful that we don't overgrow it. Bamboo is really intense. Nova is just going to stick to growing sugarcane. I wish she could grow more than one field, but in this big place she can only grow sugar. We would have to build a special sugar field, and we've already built a second plantation here. If we built another sugar field, we don't need one, I don't think. Although sugar is one of the ones that's really kind of hard because we're not using bamboo to make paper. there are mods that let you make paper with bamboo, and that would be wonderful, but Minecolonies doesn't have that. So we might consider putting in another sugar farm, and then the question is, how would we get a sugar farm separate from another plantation? Now we have 2 other plantations down at the other end, and she can't do anything yet. She can't grow anything yet. She can't grow, wait a second. Hold on a minute. So if I'm still having a problem, I don't know what it could be. No, she's working. She's actually making paper. She absolutely is making sugar. I think that's what she's making.
I can't work like this.
You can't? What are you making? Are you making sugar out of honey? Wait, is she? She sure is. Ooh. Let's quickly get, let's go this way. We're actually going to get Michaela working. We've had the bee farm turned off for a long time because, let me go through the Skyris. I think Michaela's at the other end of this building, or she was at the other end of the other building. We'll find out in a minute. There's Corinne right here, but if they can now make sugar from honey, oh my gosh, that's excellent. Sure enough, I was right. It was the Sakura. Inside the Sakura building is the apiary, and she's here. And let me see what she is making here. So she is collecting honey, and she is collecting honey. Let's have her collect honeycomb and honey. She's got some flowers, and we've got her doing that. We've got flowers, and she's got some glass bottles, and she's supposed to have some, so we have her having that. Let's look at the inventory, and she doesn't have anything yet. Okay, so we're gonna have her doing that, collecting both honey, and there she goes. Why didn't that show? Did you see that? That didn't show? Oh, I did that instead of this. That's what I did. She's got a ton of glasses, and we're not making any more glasses because glasses are recyclable. 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 And so she's working on that. And good. This is good. So we're good. And so that's one farmer, the 2 of the plantations. Let's go down here and let's look at the other plantations that we have and see if they are online, because we couldn't get them to come on. And we removed the continuity that we had, as much as I did not want to, because it did seem like the concrete mixers weren't working after we did that. And let's come here and let me see if the field, see, it's not showing. So that is, I'm not sure what problem this is, that this cocoa field is not showing on that plantation, but it is not. And over here, we have a kelp farm, and it is a kelp farm. It is an OG kelp farm. The cocoa farm is actually from cavern style, and neither of the two of these are showing up on the planter's site so that they can be farmed. And so there's only so much you can do when things like that happen. You just have to wait for things to get fixed. And so that's what we're doing. We're waiting for those things to get fixed. So in the meantime, while we are waiting, I think, let me think, the sugar is solved. The wheat we're solving by having one of the others grow it, and so that's solved. And yeah, so let me come here for a second. And it's nighttime and everyone is asleep. So we noticed that Leonard, not Leonard, is it Leonard or Leonardo? Let's come back here. Remember that Franklin went to he wanted to become a baker, and so we had one of the kids come back here, and the kid is Leonardo. Leonard is the baker. Leonardo is the new blacksmith, and he has the skill set, so he's good. The problem is he's living 166 miles from here. No, blocks, not miles. And I think what was going on was we didn't have any place for him to move into because we're still working on something. Daniela's living in here by herself. And this is Mauricio and Fatima. And over here, this is Tadeo and Philip are here. And is this too far away for Leonard to be here? Manage housing. It's not too far away, so we're gonna have Leonard be here. Tadeo and, Tadeo and who? So there's two in there, and there's a third bed there. Okay. Let's look here for a second. Who's here? Philip, Leonardo, and Tadeo. Okay, so they're sharing this family home right now. Although, let me look at Daniela's place. Is Daniela's place a couple's place? Daniela, who's here with you? Ooh, what is this? Do you see that? Oh, this is Jameson and Raquel. Okay. Jameson and Raquel are there. So, was this Daniela? That's Fatima. Ah, Daniela was over here. The A apartment. And it is set up for more than one. Oh, look at that. She's sleeping right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Daniela into the house, and I'm going to have the boys come over and be here. Wait, not that one. This one right here. Let's have them come over. So we'll have all three of them come over on the sign and put Daniela in this house. Daniela's going great. I have to clean up now. I have to clean up after them. No, they're going to clean it up before they leave. So this is Philip Leonardo and Tadeo. Tadeo and Leonardo and Philip are very nice people, and they are going to clean up for you, Daniela. So you don't have to worry about that. And there we are. So we have everybody. Let me look and see their distance for a second. 51 Tadeo. And that's only because we don't have any room in the closer place right now. The apartment building that's the closest, which I think is the Sika right here. No, I don't think this one has. No, this is the, I forgot. This is the Blue Enchanted. And the Blue Enchanted is completely full. This looks like it's being worked on. This is a 3 of 3. It shouldn't be being worked on because Ryan is working on the on the new cookery that is down at the end of this hall right here. And there's a new flower shop, but we needed the cookery done, and we are having problems with that. So I'm going to cancel the upgrade, and then I'm going to assign it to Ryan again. I'm going to do that with a couple things, and we'll check and see. So Ryan is now working on the cookery again. Let's come back here and see what Case is doing. Is Case stuck? There's no build there, and there it is. Cancel the upgrade. Build options. The builder is Case. Upgrade the building. This is what we did this morning on Twitch. We actually added the concrete mixer over here. Now I put that piece in because she wasn't doing anything, and it was then that I noticed that she is not asking for a pickaxe, and she has a pickaxe now. So we'll see. I can't tell for sure. It doesn't look like she's made any progress there, but we'll have to check. Who is this? I didn't see. I didn't get to her in time. Or them. Ooh. So remember that thing where we had 64s of these? Well, now they're spread out like they were supposed to be. So now we have thousands of them all over the place. And it's going to be, I'll see what I need to do about it. I think we might have to either, I don't know that there's any of the salvagers that will take those and salvage them. So we're going to get very rich selling all that plate armor to other locations. We were here, we were waiting for a couple things, and we got the last one, which was the loom had to be made, and we got a loom made. Yay! I didn't know, I don't think, I think I'm holding on to the moss blocks for now. These carpets came out of the new concrete mixer, and that's how she's keeping the floor from being echoey. She actually had carpet on the floor, and that keeps it from being so noisy. We're going to put in wood, and that's what I would like to do. But we also need to, now that Leonardo has some place to live, we also need to support the new concrete building. And it'll just be that we'll have more of them. So you see how close this is here, but it's actually okay. They just won't have a view out that window. And having lived in a city, I think all of you people who've lived in a city know what it's like when you actually don't have a view from your window. There's one, and we'll do this one here. So in these fields, in these gravel fields, there has to be foundation. See, because down underneath, see, there it is right there. See, that's the actual ground underneath. And if I wanted to do it properly, we would go ahead and take this out and put the feet down where they belong. Now this side comes out beyond, but that's okay, because that one did too on that other side. And how much space? How much? Let's bring it down to the stone. And last of all, but not least, and this gives us our foundations for this. I love endstone as a super concrete. It works really nicely. Super concrete. Notice we're still waiting on this building. I haven't finished. This is the egg building, the chicken farm. No, I'm wrong. That's not a chicken farm. That is the logistics center. What am I talking about? I was just in there. Of course it's not the chicken farm. So we can decide, I think with this building here, because of what's going on here, I think I'm going to take away the corners in those areas, and that's good. And the only thing that we can do about this is that this whole thing is leaking, is to cover the entire piece. We've done that before. We just have to cover the entire piece. So see this part? See, that's it right there. We can take this part here and cover it over. Does she want to have a skylight? She doesn't really have anything to look at out here. We could give her a skylight in between and see. Let's use glass. Let's use just regular glass for now. And we're going to bring the glass up. So this part has to come up. And when we go in, we'll just remove the stone from this area. And this part here is double stoned. To keep it from leaking. Now we could just put a flat part on it, but I would like to put this on it right here. Where am I getting the concrete from? I'm getting it from Tana. When I'm doing this work, I'm actually getting the concrete from Tana. This is still going to leak right here. And I'm trying to decide, did it not leak when it had, see this? Nope. it leaks. The whole thing leaks. So we're going to cover the entire part here with this so that the concrete mixer isn't leaking. Now when they work on this building, when Ryan starts working on this apartment building again, we'll have to check and make sure that she doesn't open up that. But they weren't really overlapping. We thought that this was going to overlap, but we couldn't have it overlap because the hut block is sitting right there. It's actually sitting right in the entrance, right in that extra piece. So we didn't want, oh yeah, what's going on here? So why did that come down, but this isn't? Isn't that interesting? Okay. So the sides come down. See, the sides come down, but the front part isn't coming. So that's probably meant for it to fit a facade in some kind of way in cavern style, because this is cavern style concrete mixer. So we'll just go ahead and take this part and put it here. And like I said, if we have a problem, we'll straighten it out later. So now it's at least not leaking. This is being worked on, so I can't do anything about this right now. Let's go back in. Level 5 concrete mixer. That's at the other side of the logistics center right here. And here it is. And look at this! Yay! Excellent! Okay, so Cadence is actually making concrete now. Yay, team! And that's good. I wonder if she just didn't like this little shop. You know, we could do like a flower shop or something there. One of Arcology's other little tiny shops right here. Because she certainly wasn't going to make concrete there. Let's go out. I want to look at Arcology's other shops for a second and see if we can find something. So that's what it looks like here. With the new added concrete mixer. And Cadence is thrilled to be able to be making concrete again, which is wonderful. Let's put that in. And everyone's okay there. Okay, so let's take these away for now. Let's come up here. We have the builder's tool already. And we can do it right here. It's sunset, underwater base, switch to Arcology, AR, capital A, R, COLOGY. And there it is. And let's look at our shops. Under horticulture, let me see what the flower shop is, a double. But we could put a double there. Oh, but it's a double. Oh, yeah, no. We can't do flower shop there. And let's go back. A composter. A third composter? Do we need a third composter? I don't think so. And the plantation is big. So we're not talking about that. Let's go to here. The Fletcher. Oh, now that's a thought. We don't have a Fletcher in this area. Look at this. Oh, it's Perfect. Let's fit the Fletcher in where this concrete mixer is. And that's what we're going to do. And we'll have it come out. We don't have a Fletcher in this area, and that'll make the third Fletcher. And that recovers that location. So let's X this, and let's find a way back in. Let's find out where we are for a second. I think these are logistics here. It is. Let's go in this way. We can go in the divers entrance. So they put on the diving suit. That's a diving suit. It has respiration on it. And then they can go and work out, bring materials in from outside. And so that's how we're talking about it, that's what they do. And this is good. This is good. I'll think about some other way of making it like there's some kind of airlock area where they load the stuff. Like that loader would put it right in this area here, and then it would be closed up and then opened up again. Because how did they get the stuff from those little submarines? Unless they come up the way they do in the other warehouse. And that is some of the stuff that we're talking about. Okay, those are going to be returned to the warehouse. And this is the place that we're talking about right here. We can break that. Let's come here and let's touch. And let's go to carpentry. Yeah, carpentry. And so if we had a Fletcher here, we could actually have them face this way, see? Because if they face that way, the front door, they'll be able to see people come in. Level 5 right here. Now what I'm hoping is that it will retain the outside parts, and the inside parts we'll just have to fix again. Level 5 constructed, and it did not. As you can see, water is coming in from this area, so I'll have to look and see what's going on here. This probably, the water from that spilled. The water from the concrete mixer didn't get taken away. So there's that. And that's the concrete mixer part right there. And let's X, and there we can see the entire shop, and you can see on signs up above that this is what they do. I believe that was that narrow, that part right there. I think it was. I'm going to leave it like that. There's no lights in here. So let me see. That should be a skylight right here. And it is up. Water. Hold on. Water there. I take that down. Put that there. So this whole area right here is a skylight right here. So we'll take this part off and this whole part right here, and we have that. And then the glass disappeared from here, and I thought, sure enough, yeah, that this was actually gone. This part right here is gone from this corner, because we actually had this on the inside, and that's why it went away, because it was on the inside. Houston, we have a problem. What is this? Is this the let me take this down, and this arrow one here, let's take that one and put the leather in it. And we have the bow, and we have helmets, and that works. Okay, and now the panel, where'd it go? There it is. And I need this right here. Go back to the panel, and we'll panel this part, so we won't have a piece here. This is actually paneled. Nope, that's wrong. I see it. So why is that leaking now? Let's take that one out. Put that in. And I think I'm okay. It's a little dark, isn't it? It is. This is where I wasn't changing the concrete mixer's area because I wanted it to work. But it, and I actually checked. We actually put the concrete mixer back in this location to make sure that it was in fact able to work, that I hadn't changed something. And I hadn't, and it still didn't work, so it's all right. It's all water under the bridge now because this is where we are at with this. Oh shoot. Let's get concrete and concrete here, and that piece here, here, and here. Now that stone was always there because that is the stone mason right here, so we left that actually stone at that particular point. Okay, so she definitely needs a bunch of things. Well, let's do a couple, and let's see how we can make this work. Let's take this. This can come all the way up. This one here, I don't know, let me look. Let's take this one down.
Yeah, nah, I
We don't
can't
have
work
any
like
place
that.
for it to be attached to. Let's put that one there. And let's do a set here. And so they have this window. Why don't we do something? Let's get some lights. Let's look. Let's see what kind of lights are over here. We have these. Let's put these in this location too. So let's put one here, one here, and one there. And that's how we're going to light it. And she's got those signs. Is that in front of the door? It is, but they can walk under it. Is that going to bother me? It is. So let's do something about this one. So let's get this piece and take that off, and get this piece and take that off, and get this, and let's move this to here. Let's just have it be one. Oh, I see why it has to be two. Okay, I get it. And then it's attached like that. And where's the helmet? The helmet is here. And we have this. So the helmet's right here. So putting that, we have leather. And we could do the bow if we want. But right now, I'm fine with just doing these. We know we're Fletcher. And this is good. Do I have anyone to be a Fletcher? Do I have a new Fletcher that I can have? Let's take all of this for a second. Right here. Do I have something extra? I do not. Let's go to here and let's make all of this part go away. This is mine and this should have gone away. So yeah. We'll put in some shelving and stuff, but for right now, let's look at our kids. Ariana is a teacher. Ariana's a professor. She is the school teacher. And when she's not teaching children, she's a professor at the university and works in the library. Fabian is the head librarian. Gemma is a student and she has graduated, so she is researching. Hannah is a student also. Look at Hannah.
Now where's
Look at
that?
Hannah. Hannah looks perfect. Kiara is a rescued druid, and Kiara is actually the plantation farmer, the farmer for the cocoa, but there's no cocoa field, so that's why she's here. And then Talon has the bookstore, the bookshop, in the visitors shopping center, and Everly and Renata have the bookshop in the hotel, the Trees shopping center, shopping area. Hannah is actually the one that can do it. We're going to hire her, and she's going to come and work here. And remember that Daniela was living by herself? We're going to have Hannah move in with Daniela in the Willows. And I think we moved Daniela into the C apartment. Right down here. We moved the guys into the A apartment. And Daniela's here, and we'll have Hannah join her. 58 is a little far. This is the Willows, and the other apartment building isn't ready yet. The Enchanted Woods Apartments. So Hannah's going to have to be here. She's going to have a little bit of a walk. Let's go upstairs to where the boys were. I'm going to remove one of the beds from this room. This room has 2 beds, and we're going to take it out, but usually we'll put in a chair set. So we'll put a chair set in there. And I'm just going to put this chair set in because it already has an ottoman. Otherwise, I'd have to make one. And why don't I want to make one right now? Believe it or not, I'm trying to get back to the retreat and actually have it. So now, Hannah and... Oh, that's nice in there. That's very nice. Is that oak? That is oak. Let's come in here and let's give her something too. On both sides of the bed. Or in that corner. Let's go to books. And we'll give Hannah a version as well. So we've got these drawers. We could change the bottom one of these and make it this. And I don't know whether you noticed, but he did fix it. Wants to come now. Oh man. Wants to come now, and you told her you can be there between 3 and 3:15. Wow. Okay. Oh man. I'm streaming. I'm streaming right now. Okay. Okay. Vincentius, it's changed again. I'm coming between 3 and 3:15. So, all right. So see this part here? Not this piece, this piece. We can have this piece be here. Thank you, macaws. Thank you, macaws. They finally realized the thing that you couldn't put them on top of each other. And they changed it so that you could, because of the feet, they added feet, remember? And I kind of like that. Let's have it look like that, although this should be facing this way. No, let's have it face that way. And let's have another one right here. But I would like this one to be the one that's up. So let's come here. Books. Let's come to here to the books. Stripped books, stripped oak. There's the one I want. And let's put that one in here. And look, those two go together. And so then we have that kind of look. And I like it. I like it for now. Maybe looks like there should be a closet in this corner, doesn't it? Let's put one here. Wardrobe. And we're using the stripped. So these are stripped double or the stripped ones of these. And let me see which looks the best. Does this work the best? That actually does. And when I do that, then I don't kind of want that anymore. We could do, I know that they had books, a lot of books. Ooh, look at that. Well, those are all neat together. But we need the plain books, which went somewhere. I thought I had a bookcase. Did I make it go away? I did, completely. I completely made it boink. I completely made it go bool. Book. Made it go away. So now I have to come back and get it. This is what I'm looking for. This right here. And let's put this right there. So we've got that and that. And this is good for right now. It looks like there should be some kind of painting or something since there's all this space up here. We could do some cabinets or something in that spot. Hannah has taken the big room and Daniela likes this room. There's what's missing. Let's put a lamp here. E-lamp. Lame. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do the lime to match that. And we'll put that there for her. And of course, these are facing the wrong way. So let's have this come out. And do I want that, or should I just go ahead and do one of these? Let's do one of these instead. Right there on this one. On this one, we'll have to do one of these because of the coloring in this part right here. So we'll do that. And that's the two of them living here so far. They're still waiting for personalized furniture to come in this area. Let's make the couch a little bit smaller. Or if we were going to have it like that, let's have it be like this on both sides. Let's have that kind of couch be there. And yeah, the drippies. And we usually wait to do something about the drippies until, let's make all of this go back where it belongs, until we are actually working on something specific. I'm going to have to get a piece of white from here. There it is. So we'll come back in here and just keep this from dripping for the time being. Here's that. You can see this part dripping. Interesting. And that part doesn't drip because there's the panel right there. That's why that's not dripping. And back here, of course you're dripping, but there's panel there. So we just need a piece there to keep that from dripping. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we have solved the problem of the concrete mixer by moving Cadence to a different concrete. She wasn't comfortable. I guess she didn't feel like she had enough room to do her job. And she was very, I guess she felt like we weren't paying attention to her or understanding her problem. So we now understand it. And let's put a stool in here for a moment. I don't know whether I want to do any cabinetry just yet in here. I'll come back and do some stuff. But in the meantime, we can do the tall stools. This is Hannah. Let's do a stripped crimson stool right here. I don't like it right there like that. And I like that. And remember the flowers that got washed away? So let's get the flowers back. That's these right here. So in both of these areas, we have tall flowers, and then we have the lower flowers, the flower patch right there. I just love those. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, are we ready to go? There was something I needed. I got Leonard. I have the loom and the composter. We took care of bamboo. Torches needed coal, and we did get an additional amount of coal. Blocks, books. We could probably use some paper. If we need more bookcases or books, we'll have to come back for them. If we need them anytime soon, we'll come back. Look what I've got. I've got some pieces on me, some block pieces. So we'll take these and put these down. The lamp. We'll put all of this down. We don't want to take that to Pity with us. Dun, 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 dun. I actually love this. This is so fun. I'm having a very good time. Did they pick up the things? Sure did. They're good. They're very good. And the only reason we hadn't gotten any concrete was because the concrete mixers can't keep up. And we needed the third one. And now we have a legitimate third concrete mixer. And she is quite happy. Cadence is quite happy in that corner. We're going to have a full 10 set of people here, couriers. But we still need, I think we only have 3. This is Imani here, and this is Evelyn. but we're going to move Evelyn up to here when we can. Zaria's here. Let's have Zaria not be here, and we'll move Evelyn up to here. Evelyn is the first, Evelyn's first courier. So she runs the warehouse. She specifically wanted to come over and run this warehouse. And so we're going to give her the upstairs desk. And I'm going to have to reconnect them, switch their keys right here at the warehouse. So we'll come here, and nope, it's showing there. No, I don't see Zaria. Zaria got disconnected, but everyone else remained. Excellent. Okay. And Edison is actually running the loader, and that's Edison right here, and Arden is here. So we only need 3 more or 2 more. We only need 2 more. Yay! 2 more, and this will be a completely staffed warehouse. And it's already today. We did the emerald upgrade, so it is now at 1 of 3, and we will do the other 2 as it grows some more. But it's doing fine so far. We still have space. The final frontier. And I'm so glad the Fletcher fit in there. I really am. Who's leaking and why? There's a piece of green missing from here. Hold on. And this panel piece was keeping. This panel piece isn't in the right place. Let me put the green back here for a second. This panel piece is supposed to be on the inside here. Just in this area, it can't be. So how did I do that? It was on the inside. So what was keeping that? All of this is leaking. Okay. So the panels were on the outside here, and that's how we had it. Isn't that funny? Wasn't I just here and none of this was leaking? Let's get the piece that I need from out here. Actual thunderstorm. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. And we've got a thunderstorm. So what time of day? It's 7:40 in the morning. If I can get to a bed quickly. The Willows. Whoa! The Willows actually has a druid tower, and they will let me use their quarters upstairs, and I'll be able to sleep, and hopefully I will get to it before the thunderstorm's over. So let's run up here. Let's come here. Yes, there are 2 druids here. And let's go into the bottom bunk where it looks like you're actually sleeping in a bunk bed. I love it. All right, so it's the next morning. Usually thunderstorms are lovely, and it's wonderful to sleep while a thunderstorm is going on, and most people get more rest during that time. Let's go back and stop the Fletcher from leaking. You can see some people going to get breakfast. There she is. Oh, that's Tadeo. Tadeo,
Good to
are
see you.
You need compost and you're not getting any? Why aren't you getting any compost? We'll have to find out. Maybe he just asked just now. Hello, Hannah. Let's stop this from leaking. I'm going to put extra, line of sealing on here, and that's going to stop all of this from leaking. There. Has to be right in the middle. And we have that. And that's covered, and glass doesn't leak. And that's a double right there. And there she is. And we could give her some things. Notice this too, that this is a Fletcher with absolutely nothing except this inventory right here. So she can make string from, and we needed some. We did. Thank you for the reminder. Let's ask for it. String. We need 1. And there's some in the warehouse. 2. We're going to take those 2 and have them be brought to us. And then she can have more wool. Is there wool here in this warehouse? Let me put it this way. Sort and back, and let's look for wool for a minute. There's a lot of fun games right now that some things have updated, some new things have happened, and it's fun. It's fun to find the game that agrees with you. It absolutely is. So there's plenty of wool here for Hannah to be able to make a string, and that's good. And right now she's getting breakfast. That's her right there. And Steffi is making her food. I imagine that Steffi is now out of, yep, she's completely out of sushi. So we'll have to see. There's Emmy. And we're waiting for string. We actually need a decent amount of string for the making of scaffolding, because we've been making some, and I think on us we have bamboo, that a portion of this bamboo has already been used for scaffolding, and so it will go back to Tana, but the rest of it goes to the new kids on the block, which is where we're going right now. And I could do that thing that they do, where I'm just going to disappear from this site. Disappear from right here. They're going to go, did you see that? She was there 1 minute and then she was gone. She was gone. Oh dear. What can I say? What can I say? So those are curries that you're seeing. We will have a bakery over there. And so what we've been talking about is we will have a school that some druids would like to have their kids to have the experience of growing up in a real forest. So this would be very interesting. So they come to the sanctuary and request to be at the retreat and raise a family there. That'll be fun. We'll have to make it that there's enough housing and stuff that we can have some, and a teacher. That means we're going to have a teacher. Ezra is doing the research right now. And if you remember, Ezra is our kid. Let's come here. Ezra is actually learning. She's studying. And while she's studying, she's doing research, and she's actually doing a good job. And so let us go to PT. And here we are. We are at PT, and we're going to wait for it to spawn in because it's very complex. There's a lot of trees in this area, and we just did a lovely teleport. So we're looking at Brittany putting in the first courier right here, and I don't have anyone yet to be courier. We were supposed to be bringing Brittany back a whole bunch of logs, and I sure hope we did. I'm sure hope we remembered. What was that? Who just fell? Where'd you fall from? Did you go walk around? Oh, she did. Let me get an axe. We don't need this fence. She actually fell that whole way. I'm lucky she didn't fall all the way down. She can't. Thank goodness she can. Right there. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that perfect thing right there. Would she land in the water? She would not. She'd be dead. All right. So that little piece, that little square right here, I need to fill in with a piece of dirt. Let's go ahead and fill it in with this right there like that, so that they can't fall all the way down. I know I don't usually like dirt with nothing under it, but for right this moment, we're going to have it look like this. And now I can have this here, here, and here. No! 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 Aww. We lost Tiago. I know exactly where. Oh, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. We almost lost Brit. We almost lost her. We almost lost her. So, oh, I'm sorry. Let's go and look. There it is. There's the death. There's actually, wow, it's rare. And this is why we're going to have a graveyard pretty quickly here, because look, we can here. Underwater you can't. And we have to, because look at all the stuff he had on him. We had to recover it. Oh man. Let me look at where he fell from and try and figure out why. What were you doing here? Hold on. Let me come straight up from here. See right here? Let me come straight up from here. Oops. And I did it again, and now it's gone. I don't understand. But if this is going to be one of these things, I'm not going to have it. So he is clearing away this area here. And we had made a way for him to walk down. But if he goes into these trees and is taking away tree leaves, what happens is that sometimes it takes away a whole set of leaves. And if it did that, then he would end up falling all the way to his death. Blasted. I am so sad. Tiago is gone. We collected the things that he had on him. Let me make sure that I have his name as a record, because it's very easy in the beginning to not have a record of them. One of the times I started, I think it was 16 actually. It was definitely 16, Musalangu, and I was supposed to be having, let's come here and let's look for, I was supposed to be, there's the entitled is probably them. And it is, and we do have Tiago D. Haddock. And let's title this people. This is Pittihamallaluk. Hamalaluk. And people. OPLE. And we'll just have to put that he's gone. We're going to have to replace him. And this is going to be difficult because he was a level 1 who had worked himself up by building the university, and he didn't fall during that. And I underestimated the trees. I forgot about the trees and what happens with them. Let me do this for a minute because I can't. I just realized you can't see anything. So let me put this down. Otherwise, I forget that you can't see anything. So close friends and family, that's everybody. We don't, there's only 5 other people here. So no one's going to work tomorrow, and that's understandable. Shame on me. So remember in Arnaaluk when I was saying I don't care that I'm making the buildings because I don't want builders to lose their life. That is what I'm going to do with the hospital. We're going to put in the level 1 of the Cliff Style Hospital. It is not the Cliff Style's fault. It is where we are putting the hospital in, that we have all these old growth trees. And I was watching Tiago when he took the leaves down to put up the university here, that he would hit a set of leaves and like a whole group would disappear. And if that's what's happening here, that's how, you know how they are. You know how they like to be on the edge. If you've played Minecolonies, they do. And so we're coming here and we're going to look at this. I've got one, and let's come here. This is, let's switch to cliffs, and there's let's do hospital fundamentals, the hospital, and there it is. And let's switch it and put it right back there. Now that's actually where it's supposed to be. And so if it was ready, if it was built, to the level 1, this is what would be here. So we're going to put a level 1 in. Now this is going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen with these. It's possible that there won't be anything here, which would be unfortunate, but we'll see. We're going to build the level 1 in hopes that that will protect the builder. So constructed. And it is there. Okay, so see how all these trees right here? This is what he was doing. And see what happens, for instance, if I take this axe and if I hit this piece right here and hit this. See how that top piece went? See this going away? That's what happened to him. So that's why we lost him, unfortunately. I should have known better. I'm much better at building underwater. I wonder why. I'm better at building underwater is what I'll have to say about that. Let's put something on the end here, which we can put right now, and I would like to do that. We're going to put an end on here. And that way we don't have to worry about them. Cliff. C, not G. Cliff. Cliff. And let's go to decorations. Nope. Infrastructure. Yes. Catway. And we have the dead end, and that's what we want to put here. We want to put it. Whoa. See that? We want to put a dead end on this piece. And so in order to do that, we need to turn this way, come up here, and come up one. And there's the dead end right there. Now, this isn't done yet to a level 5. So the dead end is going to be at level 1. And we're going to construct it also. And let's X out. And there it is. So there's the dead end on this. And let's put this here for right now. And over here, let's put in a corner right here so that I can put this piece right here. It's not going to save me much. They can actually still climb up this. Let's bring this part up where the chair is, so they can't use that to walk up. See, they can't. And I think that will protect them if they want to sit here. This would almost have to come back one, but I can't do anything about it because it still needs to be built by them. And we'll see when we get to it. And this was there. And I have that one, and I'm kind of wondering if I would have rather put, let's look at it for a second. Cliff, let's go to, how long have I been? Wow, it's been an hour already, almost an hour and a half. An hour and a half. And let me come here for just a second. And let me quickly get this decoration. Nope. infrastructure. Let's look at the garden piece for a second. I want to see if the garden piece, if I could put 2 garden pieces, one on either side of that. So let's take this, let's turn this in, and let's pull it out so I can actually see what I'm looking at. So this is a garden piece right here that goes out on both sides that way. Yeah, I agree. All right, so let's do this. We're going to take this piece away, the piece that we just put there. We'll take it away for a second. Let's take this whole thing away. I think this only comes to here and to here. There we go. And let's put this piece, let's connect this piece to it right now. So we're only connecting the level 1 here. Let's bring it down 1 and move it this way and move it this way. And so that piece looks like this area here, but I like this part better. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. I sneezed. We can, but right now I don't know how to justify how it's being here. Unless it comes to something that's over on this side. This is the restaurant right here. Could we have something coming to the side of the restaurant for them to go up? Like a ladder going up the side of the restaurant? Ooh, that would be curious. What would be holding all of this up? How would this be being held up? I'm not going to put anything there right now. I don't know how it's going to be held up. I actually don't. So we'll close this off for now. And we're going to try and see if we can get, first of all, a way down now that this is here like this. So see how we have this part coming, this wall part right here. That's going to be there for a while. We knew that it was going to be here, the sun setting. We have our first pool coming out, and let me just put some lanterns. I would like to have a lantern in here. Let's have a lantern be here. I'm supposed to be counting these. That was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This far and put that, and that's what we've got. Where are they coming from? We're going to have to put stairs here, which we knew, and they're going to come up in this part right here. And remember, over here we have a house that's sitting right here, if I'm not mistaken. All right, yes, if I can't even find it, if I I can't even find it, then I know I'm in trouble. Hold on. That is Lilith, our druid, who's walking around, and I'm coming back to the balloon to rest for the night, and then we'll have to start looking for someone. That's the first time in ages that I've seen a death site for a person, and I was being too casual with them. I definitely was. So we're not going to assign anyone to the hospital until we have a stair piece that comes here and goes up the hill, right in this spot right here, and it is more than likely going to go up in 2 pieces. See this area right here? That's still there later. That is actually a little balcony area where they can be, and this part gets closed in later. And look at all this. Should we do something about it? Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's only 7, but hey, it's cold. It's cold and it's 7. And we'll put it here, and we'll just fill it in for right now. I just want the dirt on that part right there, and we'll do that. All right, the peat right here. Let's just go ahead and have peat in that whole part. Doesn't that look pretty? It's pretty. And yes, it was filled in with dirt. I would have preferred stone, but it's okay. We can stone it later if it doesn't turn out right. We'll put the stone in for it later on. So remember that there was a hole here somewhere? It's not here anymore. This filled it in. So there's actually a secret place back inside here. And I'll leave these because we can have the trees come back up as much as we want when we get a little further along. So 2 things that I want to do. Leandro isn't doing anything, and we also have to replace Tiago. So, and we need a doctor because we have a level 1. So they will get to the point where they want to go to a hospital rather than taking medication from you. And so I'm going to put in the stair first. Let's begin. I could use jungle. I am going to look at a couple different stairs. I think, who is it? I can almost see it, but I can't see it well enough. Who has the other staircases? There's a couple stairs that are different heights, and Dark Dust doesn't, I think, have any stair. Let me look at their infrastructure for a minute. For roads, they have ramps, and corners and things like that, but not stairs. Underwater base, of course, but they're underwater. Aquatica, also underwater. Cliff does not have any stairs. Even when we did it, we had to do stair pieces for them. The way the buildings are built, they connect in different heights, so that gives you, then you don't need really stairs. Oh, thank you. Arcology. Arcology has a stair set that is enclosed, and it's perfect to go right here, because that means we're not tearing into this any more than we have already. We should be putting fence up in this area so that we don't have some courier thinking they're going to take a shortcut here. We have some really pretty fence. Macaw's metal fences, they're actually really pretty. Ooh. You see, some of them are spooky looking. That is nice. That is actually really nice. Let me see what this looks like. We would have to not have this do this. We can have it be like that, and I'm good, because we would run the fence around an even part. No, the other way around. Let's do it this way. Let's get some peat from here. Let's fill this in to actually make this a cliff right here. Just this part coming all the way over to this tree. I know I just got that. I just got that flower. And right here like this. And you say, what shall we do with that? We'll find out. See this right here? This concerns me. Let's have the tree come over to here so that they don't think that this is a way. And we've got this then to come to here. So let's look at a lantern. Let's put a lantern right here so I can see what I'm doing. Let's put a lantern right here so we can look at the different fun fences. Do we want them in a metal piece here? Do we want to make this actually a wall right here? First, what does it look like if we just set them in the ground? And let's see, if we made it higher, it would look like that. That's pretty. That is pretty. Let's look here for a second at one other piece. Let's look at one other piece for a minute here. Fence. I'm looking at the fun metal fences of Macaw's. All sorts of really pretty ones. This looks very traditional. And then there's this. And so let me see. So this is the one that's more ornate looking. This one right here. And it looks like that. Oh, that's beautiful. And then this one, no, right here is pretty classic. That's a pretty classical one of these. Now they would definitely be stuck into a metal piece, stone piece. So we would put some kind of stone here. We could have it be mossy stone, and that would work. And yeah, I haven't decided which one of those yet, but that is an interesting thing to look at. So everyone would know that on this edge right here would be that. We could fill in this. This doesn't have to be down this far. Let's fill in this whole piece, since this is peat here. And then they can come up to the ramparts if they want, because we're going to put in a box right here to go up right here and come out where we need it to come out. So that's what we're going to do. So here I would like to put something. So what's this going to look like when it's done? Let me come here for a second. And let's look at Cliff. No, it never fails. Okay, and let's go to the hospital, fundamentals, and then the hospital. Hospital here, level 5. Where is it? X. Let's come here, hospital. Hospital, level 5. I want to see what the colorings are so that I can see what I want to put. So see, it's dark. This is dark in this area. So those metal ones would actually look really kind of neat up above this. I think that would look good. See, now it's showing. There, it's showing right below. I don't know. What's a suggestion? Anybody got a suggestion of what we could put there? Behind. I suppose we could do cobble, or we could do mossy stone bricks. We need these still. Mossy stone bricks. Brick. There isn't mossy brick. So it's only mossy stone. Oh, there's end stone. That would be interesting. And then there is chisel. C-H-I-S-L-E. C-H-I-S-E-L. E-L. Yes, chisel. Chipped is giving us a whole bunch more chisel than we might want. But let's look and see if I see the traditional ones, which are this stone here. That's tough chisel. Ooh. And that is building blocks. And this is chiseled tough here. I want to see what they look like for a second. Because there's no chroma hills for them. So see, they look like that. And this would look like that. If it was in a stone building, I guess it would be okay. I'm not so keen on it. Yeah, I'm not keen on it. So that's tough. And this is regular stone chisel. And this is why. See what this looks like? You can't see very well. This is such a strange place for that. And let me come over here. It is. It's interesting with both of these, with Arnaaluk and with Pity, how I've gotten myself in that's why I said this morning, it tasks me. It tasks me. It absolutely does. Stone. Lodestone. How do you make lodestone? How do you make it? It is net. Ooh. Ooh. What does it look like? Lodestone. Wow. Okay. That is interesting. Having all sorts of stuff. See how I feel about having the whole thing be this color. Having it be completely chiseled. Yeah, see, it's no fun when it's like that. It's nice when it's just a piece, but I don't know that it's necessarily fun in this way. And on this side it looks like this. And I am going to do this one. Oh, look what happened when we joined those two together. Ooh, I like that. And right there too. But there are some places where we would have different pieces in. And that's kind of neat. Let's see what happens if we mix them, oops, this way. Yep, gonna need some torches. Yep, gonna need some torches. And so it looks like that along the top part, like it's a rampart there. Or we could make it be wood. But right now, I'm actually kind of enjoying it not. It being metal. Where are we getting this metal from? Let's see how much it takes to make these. Fence. Fence. This is new, that I can do this while I'm in there. I used to couldn't actually do that. Fence, and let's look and see. And so that is that with a stone cutter. And so that's just fence. Iron fence with a stone cutter. Getting different designs. Well, that's kind of fun. So look how much iron. 16 from 6. So that gives us an idea. We probably need about 12 ingots, maybe 6, 12, 18 ingots to get enough. And double that. 36 ingots to get enough. We can do that. I'm going to say that we can do that. And let's put in this one in the middle. This one here. And this one in the corners right here like this. Everyone would go and there we have it. And as this building is built, we'll bring the stone up to match, and we'll put in different kind of stone at that time. I get stuck in that kind of thing where I don't use enough different pieces, and it's really cool. The Athens style is a perfect example of mixing stones together and just getting a really nice look. But I'd like to have the building more complete before I do that behind, just to make sure that it's not going to go away, just to make sure that everything's going to be okay. We're doing this because we lost somebody and we need to put something there. I'm not taking this tree away. And this would, the only thing I could do is come right here. And so this is what I'm this is what I'm going to use. Arcology. Nope, 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 nope. No! Okay, Arcology, 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 thank you very much. Arcology, A-R-C-O-L-O-G-Y. Arcology has infrastructure, pathways, stone, we'll do the wood one, and there it is, the stairwell. And where to go? Where is it? There it is. So see, it's only one like this, so we would have to join as many together as we need to join together. We can use this for both places. We can use this for the university underneath. So when the time comes, we will actually, in, let's say this area here, if this stays empty like this, we can actually add one of these Arcology stairwells underneath the university and bring it up through the floor in this place right here. These trees are going to come down. They don't belong here. We're going to have the birches that do belong here hold this building up. And so we're just working on it slowly. So right now, these are temporary pieces to hold up the building, but we can use one of these to walk up in that area. So if we took that and came over here and pathways, let's do wood, go back to wood, and wood stairwell, and that's it right there, and turned it so that the entrance, I think, comes, let's pull it out so we can see the whole thing. There we go. So see how it is? So it's meant to, it can continue up or down. And we'll just have to close in the area that we don't want to be open. And let's move it back one, and let's put it here. So it would start right here. That's where it would start, and it would go up here. So see this tree? This tree is one that I think, let me see if I want to do that, if I want to jog around the tree, or if I want the tree to jog around us. It's not that much of a jog. Let me make sure that this part is correct right here. So see where this is, but is this the beginning? Let me turn it for a second. There's the beginning. So yeah, that is the beginning there, with that hole right there. So let us build this. I still construct things. I like to construct things, so I still am constructing in when I do stuff. Let's take away that, and this is the new stairwell piece that we're putting in. Oops. Let's take that away. This right here, and then join that chain. Let me put a lamp here so you can see. There we go. So we're joining this chain back. Did I get one? Not yet. Put the chain, nope. Put the chain, nope. Right there. Okay. So the chain is marked into the floor, and this is full in this way. And there we have it. So you can see that there was an oak tree here. Let's go up the next one and see what it looks like. Sleep. Perchance to dream. Do we want to go that far away? Let's go to Tiago's. It'll be a while before I start calling it Tiago's place. Let's go here, and we'll go to sleep. Okay. Let's come out. Let's come back down, and let's look at what we're talking about right here. It's a little bit brighter because it's daytime. Now I have to match this corner right here. Make that stair go around the correct way. And so Arcology, pathways, wood, and wood walkway. Let's raise it up. Wrong one. Wood stairwell. And there it is right there. And let's find the stair, the real stair for a minute. Right here. Let's come up. And this is the part that we have to match. So see right here, we have to turn this. That looks like the match. Let's see. It kinda is. Let me bring this way. That's the match right there. So that matches, and the two go up together right there, and that takes us to here. That's not tall enough. We need to come all the way up and see how it's going to be in the tree right there. So we'll have to see how we want to incorporate the tree into this. So this is constructed right here, and let's X. So now let's go up and make sure we did it right. 1, 2, yay! And there we are. We're going all the way up to here. So this is where we're at right now. And I would like it to go up another, I think, another full one. And let's see how that looks. So what's holding this up? Stone in this corner. It's actually into the wall there. And that's what we're saying is holding that up. Let's stand here for a second. Arcology. Infrastructure, pathways, wood, wooden stairwell. Let's raise it up. And let me see if I can see. I think I have to stand there in order to see it. So this is the top of the stair here. So I need that. But it's in the wrong place. Is it in the right place here? Coming here and going this way. And we fell through. I don't think, oh, no wonder. Let's bring this over. That has to match first. And then let's come down and see if I can walk this. So I come up here, and I come to here, and to here, and there's nothing there. Now there's something there. So now there's something there to there, and it comes all the way up to there. That's not good. Do we want to cut it? Do you want to just have it come? I really kind of need it to come to this level right here. See that? But they can come. That is interesting. Oh, this is going to be curious. Let's build this first. I think it's in the right place. Constructed and X. All right, so let's come here and see if we can walk the whole thing. Let's not have that in our hand. We go up here. We go here. We go here. We go here. We go here. And this is kind of where we want to be, right here. To be able to come across right here. But it would be from this, which I don't think is a full block, right here. Let's see. If we did it to here like this, and had it come here, it would come up like that. What would we do with the rest of the building? We could have flowers or something in it. So it's only going to come to here like this, and this part isn't going to be here. This is just going to be the top of this building, right in this part right here. Now we have to have some place for this to be attached to. So if we cover the building right in this spot, right here, what do we have then? We have this coming here and then being able to come down from here with that in the middle. Look at this view. Whoa. This is stunning. And look at this outrageous thing here. And there we need a bridge. We need to put piece here and bring this piece at least over to here and along this part right here. Let's bring it here, and so that we can put some kind of something here like glass or something. We'll see in a minute what we want to do. We have to glass this part in, this whole area. However, we've got an actual tree right here, and I want to see this tree. So is this part a part of the tree? Is this part right here going to be tree in this section right here? See that? And right where that is, having that come down, and we'll see how far down that goes. Have the tree come back in that area. There is tree there. Ooh. Ooh. And let's bring the tree down to a decent height. Oops. And then down here, I think this is stone. Yes, it is. So this is the last area for the tree. Let's bring this part here as the tree coming down encased in that. I'm good with that. Let's bring that down. Let's put the glass in so that no one falls out. And we are going to use paneling for this piece right here. It's probably the best. We could do thin wall and make it, or we could do all the beautiful chipped that we have and see if we like any of that. This is down here is Chroma Hills. This is Chroma Hills normal glass. This is Macaw's glass right here in these colors, and down here this is chipped pane, so this would be in the middle, and maybe the middle would be good, or full thickness. And we've got different colors. Ooh, the woven gray. This looks good. These pieces here might be really interesting. Or the green. These are birch trees. This lighter color might be nice. I kind of like these. They won't be able to see out as easily as they are seeing out. Let's see what it looks like for a second. So in areas like this where there's nothing to look at, let's bring the tree down in this part right here, since there is a tree there. Bring the tree down here, and that takes care of that part. And then over here, let me see what this would look like. Okay, that's more visible. Let's use this one. And then we wouldn't need these pieces because we would essentially be bringing that up like that. And the inside there would look like that. That's kind of curious. Without the light, it's very ominous looking. Let me come back for a minute. Let's see if I can find a lighter color like this color right here. Let's try this. Let's try this. And let's try, we're trying to hide this. So that's why we're picking these curious ones. And maybe we'll mix it. Do I need a pickaxe? I do. Do I need a light? I can have one here for right now. Oh, put the chain back for right now. And while we're working on this, pickaxe here. Take this away and let's see what I want it to look like. It's better. Hi. Where did you come from even? Where did they come from? What? Where did they come from? Okay, I'm confused. How did that person get there? See, this is why I have to do this immediately, because I think that when they're sick, they go to the hospital no matter what. That is neat, but I'd want to take some pieces out and trade them for something else, like a piece here and a piece here, and just have some different pieces. Ooh. Let's do that. Let's come over here. Nope. And let's use this. And let's look. All right, this is beginning to look like someplace that they would enjoy coming to. And we can't have that be there. So we would put the lanterns. Can they still go upstairs with that lantern there? Yes, they can. Okay, so we'd have to put the lanterns in. And then on this part right here, where they can still come out here if I remove that, let's do the full, let's look at that color and see if I can find something that shows through more. This one right here. Let's use this one for this part right here around. And then why don't we just go ahead and use pane. Let's use glass. Let's use chips clear pane. This one right here. And put this in this part. Let me see what it looks like. And that would make little areas like that. That's quite something. I'm okay with that. That is interesting. Let's do that here. BB, can you see? Can any of you actually even see what I'm doing? Let's go into here for a second. This is the only bed in here right now. Let me get, I don't need this right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down for a moment, and then put this back here, and let's go to sleep. We're going to need a graveyard, and we talked about that we're actually going to need a graveyard here much sooner than any place else because of the heights. And it turns out that we are correct. I'm sorry that we are, but we actually are correct about that. And then put this in the center. It's right here. Winky. So this makes it so that people can look out if they want to, but they're not going to get claustrophobia in the same kind of way. So we can have those pieces where we need to, like for instance right here, why don't we at the doorway here do the same thing right at this part right here. So we're making this how they get in, and then walking up, and in this area they can look out here, and look at that. That is really nice. And so in all the places, yep, sure enough, and there's no question about that. Leandro is sick.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. And you're not
It's a
even
fine
going to
afternoon.
see. They no longer tell you that there's something wrong with them.
Good to see you.
So I can't heal him. I need a doctor. So now that we have this stair here, let me just put in, oops, blink. I'm trying to keep them from killing themselves by rushing somewhere and then falling out. So how did Leandro get down there? How did he get there? Did he teleport? I actually don't know. That's the problem. So I have to be really careful. Now I know how Ezra is getting upstairs at the university. She's actually taking a scaffolding elevator up. I didn't want an elevator here. I actually like this. And this is kind of fun, the way it looks. And on the sides where there isn't a view, we're just going to cover them with pretty glass like we did downstairs. And we'll come back to them in a little bit. All I want to do is make sure that they can't do this. See that? That's what we're trying to protect against. That they can't come to that corner and decide that they're going down that way because it's faster. Exactly, because it's faster is what they would be saying. Whoops. Let's put that there. There is a little bit of a view here. Maybe we'll just make the whole thing here this, since there's that right there. And then right here where this is, same thing. You can't put anything really here, but I don't want them falling. So I'm going to take this part. And then I've got a problem, Houston. I do. I don't have a doctor, and I don't have a lawyer, and I don't have an Indian chief. I don't. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so they can legitimately reach the hospital through this way. And this part right here, that comes here is actually should be built up to here. We can put glass right in this spot right here, so they can't come this way. And that gives us that same outline on this part right here. And now they can't get in. So we'll just put that there. And let's come down. All right, let's go look at some people. Let's stop. Unexpected. Leland? Hello, Leland. Ah, one of the good family. We've had good people before. Let's show the stats. And Leland is just visiting, and he is going to leave in a little bit. He's a kid. He's inexperienced. And at this point, we are absolutely going to have some experience. There's somebody inside. Yes, there is. So let's go in. There. Knock, knock. Hello. Hi. Who are you? Watson. 30 gold. Also, young, first year university, and they have good amount of knowledge. They're probably like a first year. They don't have enough mana for a doctor, like a researcher, a first year researcher. Let's look at Ezra. Let's go up before the day is over. We're going to come over to the university and let's see how much Ezra has grown in knowledge.
Can I help you?
Yes, you can. Nope. Let's come to here and look. So Ezra is absolutely a child, still a kid, still a young kid, and she has been doing really well. We could call her. Is she a runaway? I don't know. Is she someone whose family was lost completely and she was old enough, she wasn't a little kid, so she was old enough to run away and hide, and she has found herself here? Apparently, because she is one of the first four. So I think we will let her grow up for a little bit, let her have some time and grow up, and we'll see what we want to do about her a little bit later. So we should have a couple more people hanging around. Let's see who's down here. I don't think we've looked at Riley. Oh. Riley is here. Let me see who his relative is. Who's his relative? Yeah, Riley is here because Tiago. Riley is here because he heard about Tiago. And let's look at his stats. And sure enough, look, the mana. The knowledge is not there. Doctors are mana and knowledge, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the list for a second. We do have a skill set list, and doctors are mana and knowledge. Mana first and knowledge second. His knowledge isn't up enough to be a doctor. However, adaptability and agility is not bad. Of course, he's a druid, but adaptability and agility is not bad. He could either be a druid, an enchanter, or he's a druid. Look at the focus. So the focus is up as well. We're going to take Riley, if he will let us. I'm sorry, Riley. If she'll let us, we're going to take Riley. Let's see. And she has decided to stay. She is We're going to have her study at the university so far. She's going to take her, is it her brother? It might have been her brother. It wouldn't show because they're not there anymore. Let me look for a second, and let's assign Riley to live here for a minute. And let's come up here. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame, but she still wants to be here. And she says that her brother always took chances and that she's sorry that he's gone because she was hoping to be here with him. But she understands. Now, for Riley, we're going to let Riley be a nurse. She doesn't have enough to be a doctor yet, but we're going to let her be the nurse here. She has some skill. And so we're going to assign her to this location right now. And she is a little far away for working here. And we also have Romina up here. So we actually do need a house in this area. We've got this house. This is Tiago's right here. Hold on a sec. Let's look at everyone for a minute. Let's look at builders. No. Let's look at Riley. And Riley could come in and take her brother's place. She could. I don't have a lot of choices here at this particular time. So we need the doctor to be here since we have a level 1 hospital. We did the research at the university. Ezra did excellent research and was able to get us the hospital. We have a restaurant. We're only level 1, so we don't need the cookery yet. And we'd like to keep it that way for a little bit of time, that we don't need any special foods. Now, these foods came from Arnaaluk, but they can't eat them yet. We would have to wait until they finished eating all the fish, all the meat, all the bread. So they're still eating cooked fish and bread, and they're still eating pumpkin, and they're still supposed to be eating potatoes. We'll see if they actually are. And these pieces here, see, she won't even cook the rabbit, and we can't have her serve it because it means kicking something off. Do we have any steak? We don't have any steak. Are pork chops on the list? Pork chops are not. Let's take steak off the list and let's put pork chops on first because we have some. And we'll do that. We can only have 5 different types of food at level 1. Okay, and now let's come out of the kitchen door. Yes. And let's look. So that's what our little gate piece is going to look like. Here, this is going to be easy. All we have to do with this is bring this over to this area right here and extend this part over to here and have this be here like this, and then pickaxe, axe. May I have an axe, please? Thank you. and then take the axe and take these pieces away. In case anyone doesn't know, I actually like Minecraft. I do! I like Minecraft, which is why I use tools. So yeah, so we can put a lamp here, and I think it's in between the tables. See, but I think this one, the lamp should be right there, and on this one right here, let's put the lamp right there. So we're kind of putting the lamp where the tables are so that they can see their food. And there we go. So there, we can add some more tables here at some point. And I think that's all that we need to do back here. There isn't anything back here except the restrooms are back here, so we do need a little thing here. And there's the kitchen, and here is takeout right here, and we're going to rename this Jungle Jim's Restaurant. Jungle Jim's, I guess, is okay as a theme restaurant. I guess that's all right. I'll see. I guess it's okay as a theme restaurant. I'll accept that. Okay. Let's come over to the town center. Let me have this in my hand so that you can see. And this is our little area where we love to sleep. Right in here. This keeps growing back. And let me take one of these. Should I leave it here? I probably should. Just leave a sleep. Nah, it's just gonna get wet. It's just gonna get all soaking wet. So that's why we're taking it up at night. Everyone is tucked in. And we have one new person. This is Folky. Hello, Folky. Let me see. And Folky is not even first year yet. Folky's a kid, like Ezra. And they're just visiting with probably some other people. I saw someone else come in too. Watson. We looked at Watson. And we looked at Folky. And I think that's it right now. I don't think we have anyone else at the moment. So let's see if she found her way down to the hospital. And she did. So right here, we can give her what we have on us. So let's come here. We did have the makings, but maybe I put them in the warehouse. I did. So we're going to give her some of the things that can be done until we have a courier, which we do not have yet. I know, I'm so sorry.
It is a fine day.
Oh, that's right. The hay that we brought with us, because that is dark oak plank and hay bale. I will get that for you. And what else do you need? Just for a second. She needs now 9 spruce and 2 more dark oak fence. So we're going to be in the warehouse anyway. So let's come over here and go in. And let's come to here and look. And yeah, it was interesting this morning on Twitch. Jellybean gave us the story, which was really cool, of why there's a level 5 here, why there's a level 5 warehouse, that Tana gifted it to them, gifted it to Pity, because Pity is not really asking anything of Tana. Usually when Tana fosters a city or a town, and that means that the town has an ambassador who creates all the treaties with the mobs and barbarians and all the other pirates and people like that. Then they also supply a lot of the first materials, but Arnaaluk is supplying the materials, and so Tana has decided to gift them this warehouse as a way of saying that they approve of the way that they are handling the forest, treating the environment, and taking care of everyone. Luckily, that happened before we lost Tiago, but yeah. So let's look here and let's find potatoes, P-O-T-A-T. Nobody's going to deliver them to anyone, so we don't have a thing where they would have gone to the warehouse. This is medication right here. We have some gold, and I think we're going to have to make our own golden carrots. Let's find that in order to do research. We could give her the water, and something's missing. I know what it is. Daisies, poppies, and daisies. So let's look for poppies. Poppy. And we've got poppies and probably daisies over here. Definitely poppies. Let's take one of those. Let's look. I'm saying daisies, dandelions. Dandelion tea. Dandies. D-A-N-D. And there we have. And this was brought here from Arnaaluk. This is medication. That was actually brought specifically for them. And so we'll do this. Let's go back here and see how we make a golden carrot. We need to research a golden carrot with a golden carrot to get something, and I've forgotten what now. Golden. A golden carrot is nuggets. So we need to take one of these and get these, and then we need to take this recipe, and that gives us that, and there we have it. And so we now have this on us as well. I can put the gold back, and I can put the iron ore back until the ore back until it goes to Arnaaluk. Put this here, and all of that goes to the warehouse. What does she need? What did she need? Let's see what Brittany needed. I'm keeping a piece of gold. Brittany needed framed hay bale. So do I still have hay bales on me? I do. I have this on me. This is their cobblestone, their jungle, their new spruce. Theirs. And these two are what someone needs. And I'll check on that in just a minute. Leave those there. These all go here. I need one of them at least. Put this here. Put this up. Let's see how much dark oak we have. That looks like dark oak here, but it's not the wood. So let's go over here and look for dark oak. dark oak log. Let's get the log. Where is it? Oh, there we are. Let's come here. So dark oak log, and then oak to make sticks, or birch. We can use plenty of birch, but I don't want to use birch. Let's use oak to make sticks. There's oak sitting right here. Sure enough. That's why we don't need to do that. And let's go to the back. We're making gates. And we need sticks. And we might as well make these. And there we are. And let's put away 1, 2, 3. And let's see how many things that we need. I need 3 dark oak fence gate. I'm not doing this whole thing. Let's do this amount. And then let's take fence gate is this way. And 1, 2, 3, and let's put that there. And then next, what does she need? She needs framed hay bales. I think I put the hay bales right here. How many? She only needs 1, and that needs a cutter. We don't have a cutter here yet. We could take the cutter from the balloon and move it over here. I think I might like to do that. So see, we have a cutter right here. Let's take that and let's bring that up to the warehouse and have it be there. Now normally I would do this in like a mason's place or something like that, but we're not going to have that here. I don't like that. I don't like having the cutters someplace like that. So I am going to have to put the cutter back. I don't like where it would be. It's too out in the open. So let's bring the cutter back to where it was. Put it here. And just set it down right here and make this stuff here. So we need framed hay bale. So that's it. So we can put this here, and then we can put the dark oak here, but we need to, what kind of frame? It is double crossed. So hay and dark oak for the double cross. Right there, wrong way. Double cross, and we only need 1, but of course you can't just get 1. So that takes care of that. And then what else does Brittany need? She needs spruce logs, and she needs 9 spruce logs. And we have on us dark oak, spruce, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're going to take these things over to her in the dark. And she's around the corner here. Remember, we had to take away the fence and actually make a little path walking along here. I should have made it for her too, so that she wouldn't fall. We had to take away the fence here, and because she fell, and we don't want that happening too often. So this is hers. These 9, these, and let me see what else she needed. She is done. She needs nothing. She needs nothing else. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we'll leave her. Those two things that were needed were probably Tiago needing them for the hospital. And so now we have extra. Actually, if it is Tiago needing it for the hospital, which it is because Leandro isn't doing anything. Leandro hasn't been doing anything for a while. Because I want to have Leandro build housing, and I haven't gotten to it yet. See, he's not building anything. So, here's the deal. This loom and this composter are in the gifted one. We got these from Arnaaluk, so I'm going to put them back in to the warehouse, and they can use them later. Now, what happened with Tiago is the reason that Tana a lot of times does gift buildings to keep that kind of thing from happening. But we have Brittany and we have Leandro right now. Leandro, what I actually need is a courier. So as soon as Brittany is done, we will actually have a courier, which will be lovely. So this gate is open because this is the druid, Lilith, right here. So let's come down. I'm going to hold a lantern so you can see it's nighttime. I'm going to find the way down to the hospital and through this forest. There's Lilith. And I'm going to give our new doctor, which I think is Riley. I'm going to give her, or I should say our nurse, I'm going to give her, there, I found it. Look at that, I actually did find it. I'm going to give her, can they fall? No, she can't fall, but I'm supposed to be making those two parts, like this part down here. So I'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so here we are. Let's make this one of these, and this one of these here. And I think we're good here. Let's come up. We can put this in. I should be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 3 torches that I took away. And why am I doing that? Because they're using Arnaaluk stuff. So those torches were actually made for them, 1, 2, 3, or made by me with their stuff from the supply camp. Oops. From the balloon, the supply balloon. And so that's why I keep putting this stuff back, because it's theirs. And everything else, not this. So these lanterns are extras that I make. So I'm making some extra lanterns that I'm putting in, and so the lanterns are not a part of their things. Did I do it yet? Did I give them anything yet? Not a thing. Not a single thing. Here we go. And there is medication, and I'm hoping that that's going to take care of most of what is needed. And then we'll check. This carrot is for the university. Now, can we find the university in the dark? Ooh. Ooh. let's see if we can find the university in the dark. Ah, there's those weird trees over there. Nope, that's still Watson. Watson's still here. And Lilith is coming around right now. See that right there? That's a builder. So I need to find the one that's over here. Somewhere here, there is a place where there is scaffolding. And I just need to see where it is. Is it off of this one? Yay! Here it is. We found it. So we can come up here, and I want to see what it is that, hello, bye Lilith, that can be done with a golden carrot. So we're going to change into a player. We're going to have hearts. And there we are. We now have hearts. It's like a mermaid having legs. A little mermaid has legs. Here you have hearts. And let's come here. Seriously? Hi. Cleaning done? And you're full. Jelly Bean. Hello, Jelly Bean. And let me now look and see what. So we need to unlock the library, and we were supposed to get 3 books. And we did have the leather to make it, and we were supposed to get more paper. So we'll find it. We could do first aid, and that leads to citizen happiness. And I think we're going to get the hay bales to do that. Let's look here. And we need 3 books for higher learning, but we don't have any kids, so we're not doing that. We were going to unlock the mystical site, and we did bring back diamonds for that, and this is what we need. We need to unlock, and we're going to need bones, and we don't have any yet. We're going to have to get bones from from Arnaaluk. We should have enough, maybe paper, I'm hoping, to make books. And let's go to the next combat and see. We've got improved leather. We needed improved leather to get to plate armor, and we're working on that. We're going to come down to boiled leather, but we would need the next level, and we don't have that. We don't need taunt right now unless it opens an archery, and it doesn't. And right here, and we don't need that. And that's it. That's it. I need an archery. And there it is. It's in the level. So we need a level 3 barracks to have an archery. So there is one barracks that maybe we can put somewhere that would do it. I had 3 books, didn't I? I thought I did. Oops. That was actually the mic. Losing its mind there. It tipped over. It hasn't done that before. I know. I had 3 books specifically. Did I put them back, or did I put them in the warehouse? I probably put them in the warehouse. And now I am a person. Now I have hearts. I do. And now I have to find a way down without, is it not on this? Yes, it is. It's on this level where the school is, right here. I thought it was here. This is what happens when you fly. Or swim. Which storage? That's the good question. Did I put it back in the storage in town, in Arnaaluk, or did I put it in the storage here? Roses. Those roses tell me I'm going in the wrong direction. They actually do. Okay. Were you lurking when we lost Tiago? We actually lost one of the builders. This is the restaurant. We're over too far. We're going to go to this storage, which is up here where this person is. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Brianna. Who are you? Yahoo! Whoa! Look at this. Mana 12, knowledge 4. Wow. Adaptability and agility, not a good match. Focus 14 in mana. I don't have room for a person who's not going to fill one of the spaces that we have. And that is to be a miner. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me look here for a second. I have a list. The list, Kenya. The list. Skills. A miner. Is strength and stamina. Strength and stamina. So let's put that down. I know that a courier is adaptability and agility. Strength and stamina. Strength is 20 and stamina is 16. We could have Ashenhurst actually be a miner. We could have her be a miner. She wants 8 emeralds. We have emeralds here. 8 emeralds. The shards. Not a block. Let's go for it. I don't have the item on me. Hold on. We definitely do. Let's find some emeralds here. Emerald. Did he fall or did a tree eat him? He fell, but what he was doing was removing trees, and he was probably standing on branches, on leaves, and when you remove the log, the leaves disappear. I think that's actually what happened. Wait, what? What happened to my emeralds? Did I not bring, wait, hold on. I have diamonds here. I thought I brought the emeralds with me too. Only a couple of these belong to them. And we were supposed to get string. And the wheat belongs to them. We're going to put it in here. I'm surprised now. I am. I was sure that I had the books. Was his last name Dumas? No, it was Haddock. And his sister, Riley, has actually come, and Riley was saying that Tiago could be a little a little bit going for the risk factor. And so she's sorry, she's unhappy that he's gone, but I had emeralds and books, which means I put them back there. They're not in here. Wait, I didn't look for the books. Books. They're the books. So I have the books here. Why are the emeralds with them? I probably put them all back thinking that I was just getting enough emeralds. I'm not going to get this person. I don't think we can get the emeralds in time unless I specifically teleport there. 1, 2, 3 to do that. Why did I need a golden carrot? I don't know now. You don't remember seeing emeralds? Okay. But you remember that we did do the books, because, yeah, we did. Let's quickly, we're losing daytime. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's quickly go over and give Ezra these books. And then we'll see if we can make it in time. I may have to light up this area here so I can find the there it is, right there. I can find these. Why don't I take this off of here? There we go, and put that there. And let's come up. No! Ooh, that was close. I forgot. I have to be really careful. All right, so books was what we needed, Ezra. I'm going to look here and see. Civilian. Keen to unlock the library. We absolutely need to unlock the library. Residences totaling. What? I did not realize that. Wow. You cannot have a library until you have a level 3 house, which then moves you into the cookery area. Whoa. Hi, Kaz. Or Kaze. How are you? Or is it Kazi? Which one is it? Hi, I see you. Oh my gosh, do you see that? We would need a level 3 house, which means that people start asking for special food. Whoa. No. The answer is no. You know where the books are, Jelly Bean? Look. Da. I left them there. I left them there specifically so that I would have them, and I totally forgot. Yes, the second. Which one I said? Kaze. Kaze. Okay. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I did. I did that. Okay, now, and I just put down my lantern, and now I have none. I'm so sad. I'm going to sleep here. That's how sad I am. I'm going to put down my sleeping bag and sleep, but I don't want to sleep on the main floor. I'm going to go up into the library area. This is where our library will be eventually. And I'm going to sleep here. Oh my goodness. Good night. Yay. Okay, we just woke up and I'm going to pick this up. And it went into the backpack. There it is, right there. We'll put these back into the warehouse. These need repairing. This is actually Tiago's stuff right here. But I'm going to take it back to Arnaaluk and have it be repaired. And I want to take these back to Arnaaluk and have them be repaired. However, this and this, well, not all of it. This part stays. This all goes to the warehouse. Chroma Hills is the resource pack, and I love it. I know. Simon, believe it or not, this is for 19. And I rue the day when it no longer works. So far, it's working perfectly for 20 and 21. And he came back because it was originally 16 and made it 19 at the time. He came back on Patreon and did that. And oh my God, we were so happy that he did. But he promised another and then was gone again. So I don't know whether it's illness or whether, people have lives and sometimes games don't fit in. And it's a shame. But the fact that this is working and it's from 19 is pretty good. It's pretty amazing. And he actually he actually made a good mod. He actually did make a wonderful mod. And I love it. I've loved it from the very first time I saw it. Vincentius Primus and I tried a whole bunch of different packs, texture packs. And this is the one that I ended up staying with because of the way it looks. Now it has some things, an interesting thing that you see how the rugs look. You can't do anything about that. The rugs don't make continuous carpet unless you have a mod that does that, but Chroma Hills doesn't. And the other thing is all of Chroma Hills glass is leaded glass. And so every single piece of vanilla glass that you want is going to be colored leaded glass or glass with metal in it, which is fine. I loved that too. And luckily, because of Jelly Bean introducing me to chipped, we now have a clear glass that we can use that takes the place of those. I am looking at the time and it's unreal. Jelly Bean, this is wild. So I streamed a little bit earlier today because there are things that need doing. See there? There's one of the wolves. The wolves are chasing the rabbits that used to be in this field. I don't think there are any left, but there used to be a bunch of rabbits there, and they're not there anymore. And but this is the full 3 hours for me, and I'm afraid I have to go for now. I don't want to, but I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow, so I'll be back on Twitch in the morning, and then I'll be back here in the afternoon. And you'll notice that, yeah, we're really sort of playing survival, which is kind of different. I haven't done it since 14 or 12 or something. I've always been a part of the Mermaid Nation, Tana, and that started with 12. 12 was the place where we first had our first mermaid statue, as a matter of fact. So, yeah. So here we go. We're listening to Drone Hands music, and the links for Drone Hands is in the About on YouTube, my About. And now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus, and his link isn't there. But this music you're about to hear is from his ExcitableMe.com project. So there's a longer piece there. He threatens to put more music there. We shall see. And Blood Music, there's also stuff of his there too. So here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you for being in chat. Thank you.